Yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right. So today we're gonna be talking about our roadmap that we sent out the other day, and we totally didn't stay up until midnight making this.
You got me started the call.
Yeah, we did. All right. So we have 4 phases from today to when we're done, end of April. I want to be done before the final or before we actually do the banquet, not leading up to it, so we can actually prepare. But we're gonna have 4 phases. Our first phase is planning and setting up for the semester because we're gonna get new people as well. I'm pretty sure. Phase two is our core development. That's gonna be our most rigorous one. That's gonna be like the most coding and learning a lot of new stuff is going to be in phase two. Phase three is integration. That's just basically us testing our product and making sure it works, debugging as necessary. And phase four is just finalizing, making sure it's good to deploy because we're going to deploy the website in the on the internet, and we're also going to deploy the plugin. It's going to be finalized. Like this is what it's going to be. So for phase one, it's starting today up until 2 weeks from now. So one sprint. Um, we're going to do what we did basically in the beginning of last semester. Where we're going to be setting up GitHub repositories. I'm gonna set up another one because I made a GitHub organization for us, and I'm gonna add just GitHub repositories just for those two. So I'm gonna add one for website and then one for plugin development. Assign roles again because we're getting new people. Um, I don't think we really need to do some API communication, but if we need to, we will. But we were definitely gonna get up like database because we want to do at least something like user authentication. So we need to house where our user is going to be stored at. Designing system architecture, we're going to do that for both the plugin again and then the website. And that's what we're doing with the Figma file that I'll show in a little bit. Creating and assigning initial task, that's what we'll do, I'll say later this week. We'll send out initial tasks for everybody to get started, have them know what they needed to do. For phase two, that's going to be so 2 weeks from now is where it's going to start, and then 2 weeks after is when it's going to end. So another sprint. During that, our two teams for are going to be split up. We're going to have the audio plugin team. We're going to implement the core DSP through Juice just a little bit, and at least get a container for Juice so that later on, when we have all the plugins developed, we can actually go in and just add them in as components. Um, Creating the initial UI, that'll be for we can have I would say we'll have every plugin team create their own like UI for how it looks following our Figma file that we already established. But we'll send that when it gets time to do that. Our website team will have them implement like a landing page and basic navigation, where you click a button and it'll go to this link, or click this, it'll do this, but nothing too formal just yet. We'll have the bare bones so that they can understand what they're doing. For testing, we'll ensure that everybody is pushing the way that they're supposed to, and then that we're following the workflow so that everybody can be concise and together. For phase three, that's going to be starting March 11th, and I think that's 3 weeks after, if I'm not mistaken, or a month after, is when we'll do this. Was when this sprint will end. So we'll have the UI layout with a Tailwind. Tailwind is a styling from CSS, so it's tailwind.css. More on that later. I'll probably make a workshop where I teach y'all how to use React and Tailwind. We'll have backend communication with our database. Tweak out the React.js stuff for any UI, and get the application running as well as the plugin. Test that as well, making sure it works the way we want it. For our last phase leading up to the banquet, where we're going to be presenting in front of recruiters now, because last semester was just software developers, but this semester I think is recruiters. So we're going to do tests for the DSP, any backend communication, and then our UI, making sure it's responsive on every single like format. So like making sure it looks good on the phone, making sure it looks good on laptop, making sure it looks good on a tablet. And then we'll do any optimization, maybe with the algorithm for our plugin and any optimization for our website. And then we'll have a final review. Maybe send it out to other people, have them test it, have them look through it, make sure that it runs well. And our last little phase right before the this is gonna be like a week. It says 2, but it'll be really short. Is when we'll actually deploy this out on the internet, making sure that we'll have Juice as a standalone if they want. There's really no point if it's an effect rack, but primarily want it as a plugin with all the formatting, so like VST, AAX, or an audio unit, and then we'll present at the banquet, and then be done, and then this will be the end of this project. So that's our presentation on the roadmap, and you can always ask us and contact us if you need any clarification. But that's on that. I shall show y'all the Figma file that is being worked on. We did update it. It is new.
Oh, my bad.
Does it have diamond on it?
You want it?
Damn, I'm rich.
Go, pay for your college now.
Yay!
That's fake.
I don't know how to test diamond.
That's not 100%.
All right.
Could be.
Hell yeah.
There was an earring that was left at this room. Anyways, so this is our website that we have. We're going to also be tweaking this for later development for the website team. But we have multiple different. This is our nav bar at the top, and you can actually click it for the. This is our prototype, and so we'll have one page that's showing our product. So it's showing Tonic, and either we're gonna have it showcased as this little MacBook, or maybe just the plugin itself. Paragraph showing what it does. It's a free plugin, ease of use, creative freedom, audio manipulation. We're gonna have this is very, what's it called? Ambitious, but we want a demo video. We're thinking having like a dry guitar signal, and then I have an animation turning up a knob on the plugin, and then you can hear the reverb or delay or whatever it is affecting it. Maybe multiple of these showcasing each one of them, and at the end maybe like a chain of effects on one thing. It's ambitious, but it'll be really cool. Have an FAQ showcasing any user concerns, basic, frequently asked questions. And then at the end we'll have a contact page for people to contact us. Maybe maybe we'll make an Instagram or something here so that people can actually get in reach and maybe provide feedback directly to us. And at the end, you'll have a footer, email, phone, and then I don't know if I have a mailing thing, but stuff like that. Make it look like an actual website. But so far, this is what we got. That's all we got. But yeah, all these little buttons work. This is cool. Boop. That's about it for today, really. We'll let y'all know more about the other task later this week.